So I'm asked all the time on Facebook, through messages, things like that, of people wanting to know what piece of advice I would give them to help them be successful. And one of those things would be to be able to break patterns, to be creative and innovative, and be willing to go off the beaten path. You know, I think what happens a lot of times in business is that people get so comfortable with doing things that they've always done, or trying to repeat the same pattern that's worked for somebody else in success. And while you know, there is some credence to the old, you know, don't recreate the wheel, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. I think that can also be misunderstood, and it can also be dangerous to follow. You know, one of the things that's helped me be successful is that I was willing to look at the market and figure out where there's a void in that marketplace and do something radically different that nobody else has done, and have the courage to go out there and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it this way because nobody's had the courage to go out and do that. And a lot of times people will get afraid to do that because we think that, oh, well, if it hasn't already been done, then there's a reason that it hasn't been done. Like if somebody hasn't already invented this thing, or invented this process, or created this type of company, that you know, it probably doesn't exist, or maybe it's not around because so many people have already tried and it's failed. And I would tell you that you need to be courageous enough to know in your heart that you have what it takes. You are that one variable that's different than what everybody else is. Maybe 1,000 other people have tried what you want to do and they failed miserably. And rather than thinking that you're going to be another statistic, having the courage to say, you know what, I'm the variable that's going to make the change. I have what it takes. I have the passion in my heart. I have the drive and the motivation and the ambition to stick with it and to make this thing successful. And I think that's one of the number one things that has really helped me. You know, when I got into the coaching space for insurance agents, there really wasn't anybody who was doing it at that time, and it was scary, to be honest with you. You know, will this vertical be receptive to the cutting edge technologies and the processes that I'm going to teach them? And you know, or is it going to be something that I'm going to try and fall right on my face? But I went ahead and I said, you know what, there's a void in the marketplace, and it's absolutely necessary that somebody comes in and fills this void and makes it happen. And you know what, it was one of the smartest moves I've ever made in my career. And that innovation and that ability to just go for it is what's really separated what I've been doing from what everybody else has done. And so what I would tell you is that if you will do that, then you'll find yourself wildly successful. So be innovative, break patterns, and just go for it.